I want you to do something for me before we go any further. It's something you probably haven't done properly in weeks, maybe even months. I want you to take a deep, conscious breath, and as you exhale, I want you to notice where your body is holding the stories you haven't told anyone. Notice the tightness in your chest, the place where you've locked away your disappointments. Notice the way your jaw is set, as if you're still bracing for an argument that happened a long time ago. For a long time, you have been a soldier. You've had to be. You've been the one holding the walls up while they were crumbling. You've been the one making sure everyone else was fed, heard, and loved, even while you were starving for a bit of that same grace. I'm talking to the woman who has been through the fire. The one who was betrayed, the one who was lied to, or the one who simply woke up one day and realized she had become a stranger to herself because she was too busy surviving everyone else's chaos. I have a message for you today. It's a simple one, but for a woman like you, it might be the hardest thing you've ever had to do. It is safe to rest now. Part 1. The armor that became a cage. There is a story of a woman who lived in a land where the weather was unpredictable and the winds were harsh. To protect herself, she built a suit of armor out of the strongest steel. It was beautiful, polished, and impenetrable. At first, it was a blessing. The arrows of gossip couldn't pierce it. The cold winds of betrayal couldn't reach her skin. She felt powerful. But years passed, and the sun came out. The birds began to sing, and the people around her were walking in light clothing, feeling the breeze. But she was still in the armor. It had become heavy. It was rusted at the joints. She couldn't hug her children properly because of the cold metal. She couldn't feel the warmth of the sun on her shoulders. When a wise man asked her why she wouldn't take it off, she wept and said, "I'm afraid that if I unbolt this suit, I will simply collapse into a pile of dust. The armor is the only thing keeping me upright." Many of you watching this are wearing emotional armor. You call it being strong. You call it resilience. But therapeutically speaking, your armor has become a cage. You are exhausted not because of what is happening today, but because of the sheer weight of the protection you are still wearing from 5 years ago. Rest isn't just lying down. Rest is the terrifying, beautiful process of unbolting that armor and realizing that the ground beneath you is actually solid enough to hold you without the steel. Part 2. The myth of the strong woman. We have done a great disservice to women by glorifying the strong woman. We praise the woman who carries it all without a complaint. We admire the woman who loses everything and is back at work the next Monday with a smile on her face. But I want to ask you, at what cost? When you are always the strong one, people stop asking if you're okay. They start assuming you're made of stone. They bring their problems to your door because they know you'll handle them. And slowly, you begin to lose your right to be human. You lose your right to be tired. You lose your right to be broken. There is a biological cost to this. Your nervous system was never meant to be in high alert for 365 days a year. When you don't rest, your body begins to speak the language of pain, of brain fog, of deep, bone-weary exhaustion that sleep cannot fix. True strength isn't the ability to carry a mountain. It's the wisdom to know when the mountain isn't yours to carry anymore. Rest is your way of telling the world, I am a human being, not a machine of burden. Part 3. The story of the winter seed. Nature is our greatest therapist. If you look at a garden in the middle of January, it looks like a failure. The ground is hard, the trees are bare, and there is no sign of life. If a gardener walked out there and tried to force a rose to bloom in the snow, he would kill the plant. The winter isn't dead time. It is gathering time. Underneath that cold soil, the plants are doing the most intense work of their lives. They are pulling their energy back into their roots. They are resting so they can survive the expansion of spring. Without the winter, the spring would be weak. You feel stagnant right now. You feel like you aren't moving on fast enough. You see other people getting into new relationships or starting new lives, and you feel like you're falling behind. But you are in your winter, and the winter is sacred. You are pulling your energy back from the people who wasted it. You are drawing your spirit back into your own roots. This silence you are feeling isn't the end of your story. It's the gathering of your strength. Do not apologize for your winter. Do not try to bloom for people who didn't stay to help you through the frost. Part 4. The therapeutic art of doing nothing. Let's talk about the guilt of rest. For many of you, when you sit down to rest, a voice in your head starts listing everything you should be doing. I should be fixing my life. I should be exercising. I should be learning a new skill. I should be dating again. This is what we call functional anxiety. It's the feeling that if you stop moving, the pain will catch up to you. But I want to tell you a secret. The pain is already there. And it's tired of chasing you. When you sit still, yes, the feelings will come. The tears might start. The anger might flare up. But this is actually the healing process beginning. You have to sit with the pain to let it pass through you. When you keep running, the pain just stays locked in your muscles. Resting is the act of being hospitable to yourself. It's saying, I am going to sit here and be a kind host to my sadness, my anger, and my fatigue. You don't have to solve your life today. You just have to exist in it. Part 5. Breaking the loyalty to the pain. Sometimes we don't rest because we feel that if we are happy or peaceful, it means what happened to us didn't matter. We stay in a state of stress as a way of protesting the betrayal. It's a subconscious thought. If I am still miserable, it proves how much you hurt me. But listen to me. Your misery does not punish the person who hurt you. It only punishes you. They have moved on. They are sleeping. Why are you still holding the night watch? Why are you still standing guard over a grave? It is safe to let the fire go out. It is safe to stop being the record keeper of the wrongs done to you. Choosing peace isn't saying what you did was okay. It's saying, I am no longer willing to sacrifice my health to remember how much it hurt. Part 6. The closing, a blueprint for the quiet hours. As we come to the end of our time today, I want you to imagine a version of yourself that isn't tired, a version of yourself that wakes up and doesn't immediately feel a weight on her chest. That woman is still inside you. She's just buried under all the things you've been trying to fix. I know that the path from surviving to resting is a long one. It's not a switch you flip. It's a road you walk. And because I know how lonely that road can be, especially when the house is quiet and the thoughts start to swirl, I put everything I've learned about this process into my book. I call it A Guide to a Peaceful Life, but really, it's a letter to the woman who has forgotten how to put herself first. It's not full of complicated theories. It's full of permissions. Permission to let go, permission to set boundaries, permission to be whole again. I didn't write it to give you a to-do list. I wrote it to give you a to-be list. If you find yourself in those quiet hours and you need a voice to remind you that you're doing okay, I hope you'll reach for it. The link is in the description, but only if it feels right for your soul today. For now, I want you to do one thing. Today, find 10 minutes where you are not needed by anyone. No phone, no chores, no guilt. Just sit, feel the air on your skin, and tell your heart, we are safe. We can rest now. You have carried the world for long enough. It's time to let the world carry itself. Be kind to yourself. You are doing better than you think. I'll see you soon.